The 7 deadly secrets of happiness you should never share with others as you age. According to today's wise saying, guarding your words and actions is key to a fulfilling life. Just like silence protects a burning desire, keeping your thoughts to yourself preserves your inner peace. On the other hand, being too loose with your words can lead you astray, like an unguarded gate inviting trouble. In essence, your speech is a reflection of your heart. If you can't control your tongue, you might reveal sensitive information or express emotions you later regret. Consider your intentions as the driving force behind your actions. Think carefully before you act, or you might find yourself in a situation you never intended. Remember, relationships are a two-way street. Sometimes you connect easily with someone, but other times, a minor issue can escalate quickly. Therefore, always be mindful in your interactions. Protect your privacy, even with those you consider close. Sharing everything about yourself might come back to haunt you if the relationship sours, as they'll be privy to all your vulnerabilities. Even the strongest friendships need healthy boundaries to avoid future complications. There's a difference between openness and oversharing, even with close friends. Life's journey comes with its share of bumps and detours. We all have unique experiences, some of which might be emotionally raw or make us cringe in retrospect. Think a messy public breakup or a childhood phase you'd rather forget. These are personal matters that can be difficult to navigate. In moments of closeness, it can be tempting to lay everything bare, but hitting pause and considering the potential consequences is crucial. Just because someone is a confidant doesn't guarantee they'll always understand or react in the way you expect. Sometimes, discretion is the wisest course of action. For example, you might have confided in a past relationship about a challenging experience with a demanding boss. While your current partner might be supportive, those details could unintentionally color their perception of your work environment. Perhaps you overcame a creative hurdle in the past by using an unconventional method that worked wonders for you. Sharing this quirky technique with a friend working on a similar project could be helpful, but it might also be met with skepticism or even amusement. Consider how well your friend would receive such an unconventional approach. Maybe you have personal financial goals you're diligently working towards. Discussing the specifics with a friend, even a close one, could create unnecessary pressure or even unsolicited advice that might not be aligned with your plan. Family matters are best addressed within the family unit. Every household deals with its share of disagreements and challenges, ranging from everyday squabbles to more complex issues. These are best addressed openly and honestly within the family. Sharing these issues with outsiders can be counterproductive for several reasons. Firstly, outsiders often lack the complete picture. Family dynamics are intricate, built on years of shared history and unspoken communication. Someone on the outside might not grasp the nuances of a situation, leading to misinterpretations and unhelpful advice. For instance, you might be frustrated with a seemingly small request from a parent, but it could be linked to larger concerns about their health or well-being that you haven't fully shared. Secondly, airing family conflicts in public can be embarrassing for everyone involved. Family disagreements are often intensely personal, and sharing them with friends or acquaintances can expose vulnerabilities and create tension. Imagine confiding in a friend about a disagreement with a sibling over inheritance, only to have them take sides or accidentally spread the information further. Finally, involving outsiders can exacerbate existing problems. Family members are more likely to be receptive to open communication and compromise within the safe space of the family unit. Venting to someone outside the family might provide temporary relief, but it wouldn't address the core issues and could even create a rift if it gets back to the family member involved. For example, you might be struggling with a teenager who's constantly pushing boundaries. Talking to a friend about the specific instances might seem helpful, but it wouldn't replace the direct communication and consequences needed to address the behavior within the family. Remember, family is a team. By working together to resolve issues internally, you can strengthen your bonds and find solutions that work for everyone involved. Money can be a tricky topic, but navigating conversations wisely strengthens relationships. The old saying about money causing problems holds some truth. Finances can be a sensitive subject, and open communication is key, especially in close relationships. However, complete secrecy isn't always the best approach. There are times when discussing finances with trusted individuals can be beneficial. For instance, talking about financial goals with a spouse or partner helps you work towards a shared future. Discussing broad budgetary plans with close family can be helpful when planning joint expenses or large gifts. The key is to be mindful of who you share your financial details with. Revealing too much information can lead to unwanted pressure or even manipulation. For example, a friend who knows you're saving diligently might constantly ask for loans. Finding a balance between privacy and open communication is crucial. Be open with trusted individuals who can offer support, but avoid broadcasting sensitive details or putting yourself in a vulnerable position. Here are some additional examples to illustrate the points. You're planning a big family reunion. Discussing broad budgetary expectations with relatives can help everyone plan and avoid financial stress during the event. As your children enter their teenage years, discussing budgeting basics and responsible spending can help them develop healthy financial habits. You're excited about a recent raise at work. Sharing this with a casual friend at the gym could lead to unnecessary comparisons or even create tension if they're struggling financially. Sharing too much financial information during a cold call can leave you vulnerable to scams or targeted marketing efforts. We all have regrets, but sharing them doesn't always bring relief. Life's journey inevitably leaves some bumps and bruises along the way. These regrets can linger, causing emotional pain. In moments of vulnerability, we might yearn to confide in others, hoping to find solace in shared experiences. However, the results can be less than ideal. Just as the characters in the story experience joy and sorrow in isolation, our regrets might not resonate deeply with others. Listeners might struggle to connect with our specific experiences, and their responses might not offer the validation or understanding we seek. Sharing our regrets might even unintentionally turn them into a topic of conversation rather than a source of support. Instead of seeking external validation, focus on personal growth. The challenges we face can shape us into stronger individuals. Think of past struggles as scars, a testament to your resilience. Take time to reflect on your experiences, learn from them, and allow yourself to heal at your own pace. Emerging from difficult times can leave you feeling empowered and more equipped to handle future challenges. You might regret a missed opportunity like not applying for a dream job years ago. Sharing this with a friend might lead to them simply acknowledging your feelings without offering much practical advice on how to move forward. Perhaps you have regrets about a past relationship. Talking about it with someone who wasn't involved could lead to unsolicited opinions or judgments that don't address the root of your emotional pain. Remember, processing regrets is a personal journey. While talking to a trusted confidant can sometimes be helpful, focusing on self-reflection and growth can be a more empowering approach. There might be a downside to broadcasting your goals. Psychologists have suggested that openly declaring your aspirations could decrease your chances of achieving them. This might seem counterintuitive, but there's some logic behind it. Think of it this way. We are influenced by both external and internal expectations. When you publicly announce your goals, it can feel like you've already accomplished them in your mind. This can trick your brain into a state of satisfaction, reducing the motivation and drive needed to push through challenges and reach the finish line. Focus on quiet action for maximum impact. The story of Shi Wang, who achieved success in silence, highlights the power of focused effort. By keeping your aspirations private, you can channel your energy into taking action and making progress without external distractions. There's also the potential for negativity when you share your dreams openly. Others might offer discouragement or unsolicited advice that can dampen your enthusiasm. On the other hand, keeping your goals close allows your own determination to be the driving force. Examples: you're training for a marathon. Instead of constantly telling everyone about your goal, focus on your training schedule and celebrate personal milestones privately. You're writing a novel. Announcing your project to everyone might lead to questions and comparisons, hindering your creative flow. Instead, focus on writing consistently and building momentum with each draft. Remember, success is often a quiet journey. Channel your energy into action and self-belief, and let your achievements speak for themselves. We all have areas for improvement, but that doesn't mean they need a global announcement. Self-awareness is a valuable asset, but there's a fine line between acknowledging your weaknesses and broadcasting them to the world. Think of it like a game of chess. Revealing your strategies to your opponent gives them an advantage. The same applies to your personal vulnerabilities. For example, if you constantly joke about being bad with names, a colleague might exploit that weakness by intentionally using the wrong name in a meeting, potentially causing you embarrassment. On the other hand, privately acknowledging this and taking steps to improve your memory through mnemonic devices or repetition techniques can empower you to overcome this challenge. Focus on covert improvement, like a self-improvement ninja. Once you've identified areas for growth, address them in a way that empowers you. Maybe you're easily flustered during public speaking. Instead of dwelling on this fear, consider enrolling in an online course on presentation skills or joining a local Toastmasters club to practice in a supportive environment. The key here is to focus on progress without feeling the pressure of external validation. Perhaps you're a bit of a perfectionist and struggle with criticism. While feedback is important for growth, don't let negativity define you. Develop healthy coping mechanisms, like journaling or talking to a trusted friend or therapist, to process criticism constructively and move forward. Remember, self-improvement is a lifelong journey, not a race to impress others. Embrace self-awareness, identify areas for growth, and take action in a way that feels comfortable and empowering for you. By focusing on quiet progress, you'll be well on your way to becoming the best version of yourself. Discretion is key when navigating social interactions. While blurting out your unfiltered thoughts might feel liberating at the moment, it can often lead to unintended consequences. Here's why it's important to think before you speak. Guarding your opinions. Disagreements are inevitable in life, whether it's with a coworker about a project or a friend about a movie. Expressing your dissent too forcefully can create tension or even damage the relationship. Consider offering an alternative perspective or simply agreeing to disagree. First impressions. First encounters are crucial for building new connections. Forming a strong opinion about someone based on limited interaction can be unfair and inaccurate. Give them a chance to reveal themselves before passing judgment. Remember, silence isn't a weakness. Sometimes, the most powerful statement is no statement at all. Think of it like a social currency. Your words hold value, so spend them wisely. Here's an analogy. Imagine information as a balloon. Once released, it's difficult to control where it goes or how it's interpreted. By keeping your thoughts to yourself, you maintain control and prevent them from being inflated or distorted. On the other hand, strong relationships thrive on trust. Just like you wouldn't gossip about your family to someone else, a true friend respects your privacy and understands the importance of confidentiality. Confiding in someone you trust fosters a deeper connection and strengthens the bond. So, the next time you feel the urge to speak your mind, take a moment to consider the situation. Is it truly necessary to express your opinion right then and there? Would keeping it to yourself be a more strategic move? By mastering the art of discretion, you'll navigate social situations with greater ease and cultivate stronger, more trusting relationships. Thank you for joining me. I trust this information has resonated with you in some way. If you found today's content valuable, consider subscribing to daily doses of informative and helpful content. Together, let's embark on a journey of growth, happiness, and embracing healthy habits as we gracefully navigate the path of aging. Until next time.